Okay, let's move on to speaking part two. Describe someone you really like to spend time with. Now, this topic is in the present tense, so you will
Okay.
have to speak on it all present. You can talk about a friend, cousin, relative, or a family member, and then go on. Please start.
Yes. If I had to talk about myself, I would say I am very reserved person, and I want to spend a lot of time with alone, and in alone time I want to play online games, chattings with friends, but it's all about alone. Secondly, want to spend I want to spend a time with parents, because they devoted a lot of time with us, and in according to our Islam as a Muslim, uh, our Islam teach us to teach us to spend a time with your parents. Uh, it's very good for your akhirat.
All right,
Or
50. Yeah.
I also have some pets in my home, so I spend when I am alone, I spend a time with our pets.
Okay, the first thing is you should be clear that in speaking part two, you just have to talk about one thing. Describe someone you really like to spend time with. Now, either it can be parents or pets or friend. You cannot say first of all, secondly, thirdly. Talk about one thing only. You have to be specific. And as you proceed, you're taking so many pauses. Try to speak fluently. Try to practice. Okay? So don't talk about 2 to 3 items. Talk about one thing and properly elaborate that. Okay? Now, let's move on to speaking part three. How many generations usually live together in your country?
In our country, joint family system is very common, because it's a part of subcontinent. So when we are separate in and we separate from subcontinent and we live in Pakistan, a lot of 2 to 3 generations live in the beginning. 2 to 3 generations live in combined, and we can say joint family system. But with the passage of time, a lot of hurdles and lot of problems they feel in these days. So no,
Okay, thank you.
so
Answer should be concise, to the point, according to the question, and you should talk clearly. For example, how many generations usually live together in your country? Well, I think there are 3 generations that mostly live together. First of all, grandparents, and then parents, and then their
the
children. So
children.
these 3 generations usually live together, and after this, the people are separate, they find their separate
Separate
houses and all
houses.
that. So to answer your question, usually 3 generations live together.
Live
Answer should
together.
be clear, crispy, to the point, according to the question, and you should speak fluently also, right?
If we focus it, the our answer is very short.
No,
So
listen, you need to elaborate. For example, how many generations usually live together? Well, I think 3 generations mostly live together in my country. First of all, talk about grandparents.
grandparents,
Secondly, parents.
parents,
And
and their
finally, and
children.
elaborate them. Okay, then it'll be fine. All right, thank you.